Hello everybody and welcome back to Glen Isla, Perthshire, Scotland. I woke this morning to a note on my door that said the John Deere dealer had to reclaim 2 pieces of equipment from me. Apparently there's been some kind of Chinese recall, or shall we say a John Deere recall, on some Chinese paint that apparently had been applied to not only my new John Deere seeder, or John Deere Edition Horse Pronto seeder, but apparently also to the Dutes 7 series that I had just bought as well. Anyways, they were able to just replace those pieces of equipment. Now, I'm told I can just go down to the shop and collect it. And so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to pick up the pace here a little bit, and we're just going to fly down to the shop here. How's that? And yeah, we're in the helicopter here. Ha ha ha. Anyways, yeah, apparently there was some kind of problem, and they've told me I can just come down and collect it. Now, if I can actually find the shop, it's over this way, on the other side. Where the heck am I going here? Oh, I'm headed the right way. Sort of. In a roundabout way. Get out of the trees there. You can fly. You can do it. Come on. There you go. Anyways, yeah, apparently there's been some kind of Chinese recall. Bad paint. So basically, my paint job's going to look slightly different on the Dutes. It is still blue, but if you remember the color of blue that it was somewhat different than this. I think this is a metallic blue. Slightly different looking rims as well. Apparently they gave me an upgrade, added the wheel weights. And my testing with going to the narrower tires on the one that I had really didn't make any difference whether I had the wide tires or the narrow ones. So they put the wide ones back on, but apparently they've done some steering changes in the front here, and it does marginally turn sharper now. So we've had some upgrades, compliments of John Deere. Now apparently the seeder was also recalled in the paint, and apparently that was because not only was it the wrong paint color on the rims, I guess it was bad paint, but apparently the John Deere is supposed to have yellow rims, not white rims. Okay, so what do you think of my my tail spinning? Anyways, so we're gonna take this back to the farm, and so in conclusion, we've changed the paint color on the Dutes. More of a metallic blue, slightly lighter blue than what we had. We now have wheel weights back to the fat tires. We've improved the steering in that it turns slightly sharper, but it is definitely sharper by about 20%. And our seeder now has yellow matching rims to match the John Deere. So let's take this seeder back, and we'll deposit it by field 2 here, where I believe the John Deere is, or was, waiting for it, but we'll just spin it around here. And it's not a whole lot, but it's about 20 to 25% improved steering angle on the Dutes now. So we're happy with that. We'll put this down here. We'll put the Dutes back where it belongs, which is over with the plow here, which is sitting in the parking lot here, right by 22 here somewhere. There it is. Oh, look at that, right beside the garbage can. How lucky is that? Okay, so let's find our John Deere and get that fella over there working. We'll try out again our new seeder. I think it has seed in it, but we'll double check that, which would be a good thing, wouldn't it? Oh, if you haven't noticed, something else I've done slightly different. I don't know if you can see it right away, but that HUD for the course play is now smaller. Just slightly off center. I couldn't quite figure out how to get it recentered again. Believe me, I tried. But it's about 30% smaller, maybe even 40% smaller than what it was. And I think it's very evident in that particular view. 30 to 40% smaller. And I think if we're going to get stuck with the HUD up, that's a good thing. We have no seed. Okay, so let's put some seed in this bad boy. And which happens to be right here. Of course, I modded the fill speeds, dispense speeds for the seed and the fertilizer, as well as the lime. The silos dispense it faster, and you also need to make the seeder receive it faster. The fill speed on the seeder. Okay, so again, I don't believe we need to plow this field, but we'll just double check that quickly first. No, we don't. Okay, so we're straight to oilseed radish with this field. And we'll bring up a course for field 2. Cedar, where are you? Field 2 cedar, there we go. And we'll double check our field speed. Everything looks good there. And we'll start at the first waypoint. Everything looks good, and we'll drive the course. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but we definitely made the HUD smaller. It used to take up the entire lower 2/3 of the wheel and either side of it by about an inch. Or something close to that anyways. So you can see it's dramatically smaller by about 40%, I guess. If you want to know how I did it, well, you'll have to leave a comment and ask. Okay, so we'll take the HUD down. Let's jump into, I think the ST Max is ready. Yes, it is. And this field is also ready to, is also ready to go to straight into oilseed radish. We'll bring up the HUD and just double check what field we've got going here. This is field 25, I believe. There's a 25 harvester. Somehow I got to put all these fields together, and I'm not exactly sure what I've done to mess that up. This is 25, is it not? Here, I gotta close that. Yeah, 25. I swore we had a course plotted here for the cedar. Yes, no, we don't either. Okay, well, we'll have to make one. Okay, so we'll do 2 headlands, counterclockwise, turn, correct work width, 25, and we'll generate. Go back, and we'll just back him up just this. Oh, we can't go back any further. We're against the hedge. All right. So double check our little bug here. That needs to be counterclockwise, and we'll double check our field speeds. We can probably slow him down just a tad, and we will start at the first waypoint. Set for a cedar. Let's save this while we have it in mind. Field 25. Whoops. Cedar. Okay, we got it saved, and we'll drive the course. I'm going to leave this HUD open because it was almost like it was indicating to me that it did not want to reopen. And this is why we made the HUD somewhat smaller, so it just doesn't overpower the cab. It could even be a little bit smaller, but there is a hiccup in this, in that it's only going to get as small as the resolution you're running. And its maximum right out of the box is for 1080. That's why it was so big on my 2715 by 1527 scale screen. So I just plugged those numbers in. And, again, you'll have to ask me how and where I did it, and I'll give you an answer out of the comments. All right, moving on. Let's take a look at what's happening with the Dutz. Is okay for now. I did buy another tractor though. I bought a Fendt, and I bought this particularly for the reason that all the other tractors seem to be always busy, and I just seem to be short one tractor all the time. So we bought a Fendt, and it's a nice enough tractor. I think it looks pretty decent inside. I'm used to the Fendts. And of course, we've upped the horsepower a little bit. So some pretty big changes going on here. Pretty exciting. You know, all this activity, sudden rush of activity happening. New tractors, repainted tractors, improved steering angles. You know, recalls from John Deere. And dare I add anything else to the pile, or do I save it for the next episode? I don't think anybody's going to figure it out. I'm going to save it for the next episode, so I don't try and cram all the excitement into just one visit. How's that? Okay, so what do we need to do here? I think this field may be ready to come off. Let's have a look here. That would be field 5, as I call it. No, not quite. But I do remember that field 8 and 1 need lime, as does an edge of 22. So tell you what, let's grab on to the, which tractor should I grab? Let's see. Let's. I'm listening for a little voice to tell me which tractor to grab. Tell you what, let's grab the new Fendt tractor. We'll disconnect these trailers, and we're going to go ahead and grab our spreader. And we're going to put down some lime here. Double check that it's got lots of lime in it first. Oh yeah, we should be good. So we said field 1 and field 5, did I say? Did I say that right? Field 8. Field 1, 8, and the edge of 22 are going to need lime. So let's start with 1, and then we'll make our way over to 22, and then I think we'll finish in 8. So let's open this up. Let's bring up the course play, and I'm pretty sure I have a field 1 lime already stored. Yeah, it's interesting how we get behind the curtain like that. You're getting a sneak peek behind the scenes. Okay, something in about this neighborhood. Okay, we're looking for a field 1 lime. There's a 1 seeder, a 1 harvester. Really, no 1 lime? I'm gonna have to plot that one too. Okay, let's go back. We're spreading. Field 1. Let's do 1 headland, counterclockwise, turning. That's correct. Generate that course. We better do 2, just because I think we might get caught up there. Regenerate, and we'll go back. Double check our field speed. We can slow that down slightly. Pick these up a fair bit. And let's save that course. Field 1 lime. And we'll set it to drive for the first waypoint. And away we go. Yeah, he does a fairly decent job in here. I think there's about 8 inches to a foot that doesn't get covered in that last corner up there. But you know what? If that's all it ever was, I think that's pretty darn good. All right. So let's leave him to do that. And I think that we'll check. Now the ST Max should be doing fine. Yeah, see, he's headed down to pick up, whoops, he's doing that. He's headed down to pick up the transition point. He did 2 headlands, and he's going to transition for the last 2 strips here. Kind of interesting why he does it this way, but again, that's course plate fine tuning. Now, I believe, I'll just leave him there for a moment. I believe that is oilseed radish. Yes, it is. And what do we got going on in 10 here? I believe that is already planted with, yeah, soybean. Okay, so 10 is good. So we need to yet plant field 8 here. And I believe field 22 here is already in seed. Yeah, he's also seeded. Okay. And we expanded that field too in the last episode, if you didn't remember. Okay. So I think the ST Max will be the first to come off here. Well, it says the Vario is slipping. What's he slipping on? What happened here? Interesting. How did he manage to do that? He was doing so well. I think I know what's going on. Let's come off the fence there. I know what's going on. He did not want to... I'm pretty sure I've got him set to turn on field. Let's just double check that. Where the heck is it here again? It should be right here. Or is it here? Why am I not seeing this? Very interesting. Why don't I see it? Should be right there, turn on field. Or even here. This is today's version of the course play. And for some reason, either I'm completely blind, or for some reason, they turn on field. Yeah, it's gone. Oops, can you say? Okay, so let's just bring up the HUD and or the overhead, sorry, and we will determine where it is we're supposed to be. Yeah, see, here's the transition right here. He was trying to transition into the second headlands. And we'll just start him here, and we'll start at the next possible, or the nearest waypoint. And we'll just set him away. He should just continue on. I'm not sure why he did that. And again, it looked like turn on field was missing from the HUD. Turn on field. There it is. Suddenly, once he's driving again, and it is activated. I'm just going to cycle it. I'm just going to put it in with when possible. I'm not sure that... See, it's interesting that you cannot select to turn on the field unless it's already moving. They should change that. And I actually put a suggestion in that should be in the where am I here? That should be in this menu here. turn on field on or off should be in the course generator settings, advanced course generator settings, so that it's already programmed in before it's a last, second thought to put it in when it's already underway. I shouldn't have to be programming it once I hit start driver. Okay, I think he's fine now. Okay, so the ST Max, it says it's reached its trigger point already. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm using the fence. Okay, so let's go jump in the ST Max. And we'll stop the driver, clear that course, clear the HUD for now, and I will attempt to get out of this field through this, what is a very, very narrow gate. I keep saying I'm going to try and edit it with the Giants editor, but this is so tight. Like, look at that. I don't think you could have taken a better approach at that. You can't get out of here. And this is a medium-sized tractor and a medium-sized seeder. Okay, so, well, this is what teleport is for. And isn't that interesting? Well, there's no worries there, because you can just pop him over again. He uprights himself. That was a very violent teleport, though. He was not enjoying that. Okay, so let's bring up the course play. I got lucky there. It did not want to come up. And then suddenly I actually double triggered it to make sure it would, or try to assume it would, and it did, which is very much a rare thing. Okay, so we're going to plant this one in, what the heck, let's put, we have a couple fields of canola going. Might as well make a really full trailer load of canola. Okay, so this is field 8, as I call it, and cedar is what we're looking for. Field 8, I think it was at the top, wasn't it? No, there it is. See, why is this 8 not with these 8s? Did I spell it wrong and that's why? No. No, it's all the same. So I don't understand why this field 8 is not in with the rest of them. Anyways, there it is. Double check the course speed. I think we can pick this one up again. First waypoint. Here, canola. Away we go. All right. Well, it's been a pretty eventful day. And we'll close this. Pretty happy how the Dutes turned out. New paint job. Actually got wheel weights in those big tires now, and actually went away again from the thinner tires and are testing to see if that would improve the turn radius of the tractor. Turned out that of course I went in and changed it myself in the XML, but built the storyline around it so that John Deere did it for me. Anyways, yeah, that in conjunction with getting the yellow matching rims on the John Deere Edition Horst Pronto 9DC seeder for our John Deere, which was a nice thing. I think it was a pretty good day and all. No great big wads of cash coming in today, but we have a special surprise for tomorrow's episode, so I hope you're watching tomorrow as well. Again, if you enjoy what I'm doing, maybe appreciate the graphics or the banter, maybe there's something here you learned, or maybe you're just watching it because you enjoy watching it, please do leave us a like on the way out, and what the heck, subscribe as well. We're young and growing and getting better every day. So with that, I'll say thank you for watching, and we'll see you again on the next one. Bye now.